trains go through. Yeah, it's windy as well. So here we go. So back up Reading. Back in the swim where I started off to last week. Those of you that have already watched my previous vlog with 5 nights of blanking. Yeah, you'll know that first couple of nights I've done in there, we're really feeling it. Yeah, one thing and another, but I won't repeat myself because obviously I've already settled that. But yeah, so we've got here today. Time did I arrive? About 10:15 I got in the gate, so it wasn't too bad. 2 cars in the car park, always a good sign. Yeah, loaded my kit up. I say you can hear me over those fucking trains. Honestly. Yeah, so you're on my stand outside the billy, got a bank stick, clamber thing. Just why not? Got the tools, why not use it? Yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, load the gear up on the barrow. Knowing that obviously the swims that probably wanted to get in were empty, and sure enough they were. But I got stopped short, and the swimming pool launch up. They were showing like fuck in front of there. So yeah, you might think, well, why are you in the point? Well, there's good reason. It's Friday, and there's 2 swims. You've got Stumps to the left. Actually, it's 3 swims. You've got Salts, and you've got Yoke, where Steve was last week. And all them swims fish into that sort of bay, if you like. And I sat there and watched, and they were fairly localised. Definitely feeding shows, you know, just straight up and down again, being the same spot every time, sort of thing. I found it hard to gauge exactly where they were. I was sat in both swims, and yeah, unfortunately, it's one of those scenarios where, you know, you didn't know where it would be, you wouldn't jump in there, and then, you know, being a Friday afternoon, somebody rocks up and, you know, 5 o'clock, whatever, after work, and then there's turf wars over whose water it is, do you know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, there's fish showing here, but I did put a fair bit of bait in here last week before we moved. And bear in mind, all the fish have, well, I say all the fish, but I have a lot of fish are spawned. They're showing, so which probably means they're feeding. So I thought, well, why not get him? Why put that bait last week, you know? Yeah, if they found it over here, then, you know that they're going to be on it. There's a few tufties in here I got in there, but you know, they haven't been diving with any gusto. So worried about that. Just hoping you can pick this up in that wind. Fucking mad. Let's have a little spin round a minute. Oh, so you can see what I'm talking about. Hopefully you can see that alright. I can't see what you can see now. So yeah, we'll set up. Yeah, so there's cutters off tutties out there to the right at about the range I'm fishing. A little bit closer in. Yeah, diving now. There's some cut offs as I start spawning. We noticed, bought myself a spawn stand, shall we say. Yes, I'm hanging my Ridge Monkey bucket off it because dickhead here forgot to bring a spare bucket. But that seems to work a treat, so I'll use my Ridge Monkey for putting my bait in, mixing up and getting it out. So yeah, I haven't seen anything down this end. I know it's going to sound mad because, like I said, oh, hang on, I'm undoing my bank stick. Spin that all the way around like that. Yeah, I know it's going to sound mad because I see fish showing in that swim, but it's hard to explain if you're not here. You know, possibility of somebody jumping in the other swim. So I'm like, yeah, go in here. I've had plenty of fish out of here in the past. I know the area, I know the spots, so I haven't got a lead about, do too much. Did have a lead around down and out of the swim, but a lot of chod. Couldn't even get a drop, which is weird. 4 ounce lead, and I couldn't even feel a drop. And then when I pulled back, it was pretty smooth. So you know, it just tells me it's real soft silt. Did bring a bit, you know, fair bit of weed back. Well, I say a fair bit. Most of it was sort of brand new silkweed and that. So again, it'd be, you know, I'll be fishing blind in there, probably chods, because you know, there's fish nutting around everywhere. The last thing you want to do is start, you know, chucking leads over the red. But I had to do that in the end. I still see a few show afterwards, but yeah, I've made up my mind that I'd probably get stitched up there. Whereas this swim, you know, nobody can really mess with me too much. Nice. Anyway, I don't know what time it is now. It's quick on 2 o'clock, I think. Everything's sorted. The ground bait's ready rock. Like I said previous blogs, I like to use ground bait, plenty of stink, there's hydroslates in it, fish meals, milk powders, all sorts. I put my own liquids and that in it, plus a squid hydroslate that I've just put in it when I mix it up with a bit of water. Shame the camera wasn't pointing there then. So there's two tufties that I showed you. Females just come up fucking quick. Yeah, they've got. Yeah, they don't usually spook unless it's like that. Fucking happy days. That's a good sign in my opinion. Yeah, anyway, where was I? So yeah, literally just about to do my rigs. Yeah, I'm using the old Gemini booms, Turbo German booms. Don't see the reason to change them. They do exactly what it said on the tin. They tangle. And it seems to fucking nail them like down upwards, but I was getting some proper real good hook holes. So yeah, freshen up the hooks. Yeah, the old Fishman Rod hooker has been going on. We topped with a bit of yellow, maybe a bit of pink. Although we are getting clarity back in the water now, so yeah, I might just roll with straight bottom baits to be honest, or at least one anyway. Yeah, a load of not single, but sponsored buoys over the top. Not too much, just go gently first night and see where that takes us really. But yeah, weather's banging, it's not too hot, good southwesterly. They've had a right old spawn. Yeah, last week they fucking flat out all day. And obviously they've had a bit of nice weather this week to get rid of the rest, so they should be up for a munch. Famous last words, so anyway, I'll leave it there. Hopefully this has come out, I'll check it back in a minute. Yeah, I'll check back in later. Okay. Oi. Well, another different camera angle. Yeah, I played that one back and you can hear me, but it's not great. But anyway, we're sorted. Yeah, what's the time? About 4:30 I think. Getting on a bit now. So yeah, still in no rush. Like I said, I like to take my time really. Just for getting old or something. But yeah, anyway, 3 rods out to the spots. Plenty of ground bait, bit of boilie over the top, and there's a fucking lot of tufties on there at the minute. Not in front of me now, but they were earlier. I was like, fucking hell. So yeah, but did I say it on the earlier vlog? No, I think it happened on the earlier vlog. Like I said, cut the tufties out there. Yeah, that's right, just span the camera around. Yeah, the female dived down and fucking straight back up and gone. So yeah, they ain't spooked for no reason. Hopefully, there's a big carp or two down there, you know. So yeah, anyway, I'm having my first brew since I've been here. Yeah, literally, I mean, before I got the rods out, I had a pot noodle, was fucking starving. Had nothing to eat all day, which is bad angling really, but yeah, it's kind of, I just like to get set up and sorted, you know. I mean, I've never been really one to chuck the rods out first either. Yeah, I don't know, just in my experience, most of the fish I seem to catch are, yeah, sort of antisocial hours, if you like, first thing in the morning or before it's even light, you know. Yeah, maybe that's why I don't catch them in the day, because my rods aren't out most of the time in the day, but well, they are. That's a lie, actually, they are. Fucking wind, I might have to turn the alarms down a bit, the old sensitivity. No doubt it'll drop off out tonight, it usually does. So yeah, like I said, rods out, bait out. Got a nice bit of footage of spotting. I used the old time lapse. I don't normally use it on my vlogs, but yeah, it looks pretty good. Like Benny Hill, do you know what I mean? Put the rods out a bit, it's bombing, but yeah, it's clever how it compresses it, like, you know. But yeah, it's definitely a good wind on. It's nearly chilly enough to put some lightweight trousers on, but I ain't gonna. I'm gonna resist. Yeah, now I've got a bit of cover here, so we left anyway, bushes and that. But yeah, it's a fucking. If I had to choose conditions after spawning, this would be definitely. I mean, I'm not right at the end of the wind. Obviously, it's, you know, a fair bit late past me, but it's coming across me nice. So yeah, gone out of the usual. One Arctic on his own, two Arcticers, one tip with pink, one tip with yellow, like just plastic corn, just for the stock thing really. Does it help? Don't know. If I have a fish, I'll let you know which one it comes on. But yeah, there's another lad down for me. I think he said it was his first night up here, I think. So yeah, he seems nice enough kitty. I've kind of told him to be aware that they do like to run and then kite on a long line straight down your margin. So yeah, he was like, oh yeah, nice one for that, because they are, I know, they're fucking head cases. So yeah, I'm tired actually, we're flat out today, feels like it. Yeah, excuse me. Either that or old age, or both. So yeah, I'm gonna sup the tea, chill out for a bit, and then get the old cob ready. I think I've got some chicken teriyaki chicken legs, you know what I mean, the teriyaki flavour chicken legs. I've got pork shoulder, yeah, pork loin shoulder steaks, whatever. They look fucking banging. They've even got a bag of salad, much to my disgrace, but yeah, and some fucking psycho hot sauce, which I'll put on the salad, make it taste better, I think. Yeah, so that's it as far as we go at the minute. No doubt I'll record some more later on, more rambling. Just to say we can have one this week. The conditions are bang on. They've had a spawn. It's perfect for it, you'd think, but I guess we'll wait and see, won't we? Anyway, I'm going to sup my tea, so I'll catch you later. Oi, oi. It's that time of the clock again. Decided on a bit of lager this week. Changed from the cider. Darks on the iPad. Brought a couple of darks. It's when the signal sorts itself out. It's fucking shite at the moment. Don't know what it is up here at the moment. Yeah. Fucking no 5G, and 4G's fucking shit. So yeah, not great. But hopefully it'll sort itself out a little bit. Otherwise it's pointless fucking watching it. But yeah, I'm about to don the trousers and the hoodie. Because again, when that cloud comes over the sun, it gets pretty chilly. Yeah, soon I've got a resident coop. It's not far out, cut the rod links out, keep fucking diving, so I don't know whether yeah, it's been fished and somebody's dropped bait short or whatever, but yeah, it keeps fucking diving. He ain't picked any lines up yet though, so that's good. Little fucker. So yeah, cob's loaded, ready to be lit when I've had enough lagers. I've got 5 to get through, so yeah, worse problems to have, isn't there? So yeah, once I've had enough, I shall sparking that up, getting the old teriyaki chicken on. Happy days. Morning. Well, it's just coming up 10 to 8. Quiet night. Maybe I made a wrong call yesterday. Yeah, I mentioned about the swim around the corner where the fish were showing, like, but you've got all the multiple swimmers fishing into it. Anyway, chatting to the bailiff last night, he popped round, and yeah, turns out that it's one of them, mate, really. I should stop worrying so much and just crack on, but he said to me, he said, nah, he said, generally if somebody's in Longchuck, then nobody go in stumps, and if somebody's in Oak, nobody bothers with salts. And I'm like, right, okay. I haven't fished that sort of part of the lake much before, but you know what it's like, weekend, I just thought, nah, it's not the one. But there you go, probably should have fished there. Makes sense, really. I said the fish were showing well. Doesn't mean to say they were still were after I flashed it, but I'd have to have done something to find some spots, you know. So yeah, one of them. But one night out of the way, potentially two more if I want them, but I'll probably just do one. Let's have a little look. So yeah, new ring sprung up. Actually, it's more of a southerly. I don't know if it's going to be anything substantial, but literally it's only just sprung up. The old morning trains. Fresh coffee brewing. Yeah, so very quiet. I didn't even hear anything last night, so there you go. There's quite a lot of tufties on here at the minute, so I don't know, I was hazard a guess that I think people are putting bait in and maybe it's not getting eaten just yet. I'm surprised because they have spawned fucking hard. They were up here last week, like I said, they spawned real hard all day. But yeah, either that or they're probably on the natural. It's quite possible, isn't it? Yeah, there is a lot of natural going off, so don't know, making excuses for myself now. But anyway, I'm gonna get my coffee sorted. We'll do a little lap later on, or at least a lap round to the pipe. Have a look down that margin, see if the fish is still let up. I doubt it, but it's possible. Anyway, yeah, not much to say this morning, which is a shame. Fucking need a fish. Definitely need a fish, but there you go, it just shows this, it's not the easiest of lakes, but when it does come right, it's usually worth it. Well, it's always worth it. It's a carp, isn't it? That's what you're here for at the end of the day, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's not the easiest, but there you go. Anyway, till later, I need coffee. Bucker. Evening. Wow. Bit of an uneventful day. Well, it has been fucking hot. Yeah, only trouble is this little swim that I'm in, the breeze kind of doesn't come in here. Turn that iPad down a minute. Yeah, so yeah, it's been going right to left, left to right, right to left, left to right, but not in here. So yeah, it's fucking, there's no trees in this swim, and I don't know how I fished it enough, I forgot. So yeah, needless to say, I've been sweating my ass off most of the afternoon, from like dinner time onwards. It's like fucking hell. So I've been for a good old lead about and a couple of swims. Found some nice areas, to be fair. So I should be looking at that next trip back. Won't be on the back next week. Yeah, we're preparing to sort out the old bait shed. All the roof's been replaced. So yeah, it's just a matter of building now. You know, getting some benches and that sorted, making some room. Yeah, with the, you know, it won't be long before the old autumn's there, so start getting the fucking boiler in then, with a bit of luck. Yeah, lovely evening, as you can see. I've got World Cup of Darts on the iPad. I've got beer, the old coals smoking away, ready to go on the cob. Happy days, could be worse, can't it? So yeah, I see some good fish earlier on. Well, a good fish earlier on. A couple of smaller ones, but yeah, there was one hanging with them. A couple of rod lengths out, a swim or two down. Fucking hell, yeah. Mid 30 all day long, probably bigger. Just sat there like a couple of inches under the surface. There's a kiddie behind me. Well, not behind me, but in the next swim, he had to go from on top. As soon as he stuck out, they were gone, so I was like, right. But yeah, so there we go. Gonna get the old kind of light. I was about to say light, but yeah, I've already lit the coals. Lit them? Fuck's sake. I've already lit the coals, just about to chuck it in the cob, let it get up to temperature, then yeah, some munch. Let's just fucking hope they're on it tonight. I haven't seen anything in front of here, I've got to be honest. Yeah, wrong call I think, but there you go. But I'll certainly be going somewhere else next time. Yeah, I think this is more an area of later on, you know, when the temperature starts settling down and that. Yeah, I should be back in there then. I might have a go in the pipe. Got a bit of both in there. Bit of shallow, bit of deep, you know. Set of snags down to your right. Or a long chuck, we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Because it's France, England and the Darts World Cup. And come on England, come on. Let's see what happens, eh? One more last look at that. Look at this fucking pucker. Happy days. Better than fucking Love Island, isn't it? Fuck. Morning. Well, need I say it again? Another uneventful night. Yeah, this place is proven to be tricky to start with. What's that? 7 nights blank now. But it's all part of it. It's conditions this morning, fucking hell. That's right, phone's on charge at the minute. As you can see, proper moody looking. We've even had quite a bit of rain. Only like sort of last couple of hours, I suppose, light rain. Yeah, didn't even feature on my weather report. So yeah, another thing they managed to get wrong. It's one of them jobs, isn't it? You get it wrong every day and still not get the sack. Excuse fingers and thumbs, but yeah. So I had quite a few savage liners actually last night. I've actually set the rods up different. I've got the old Gardner, what do they call them? You know, like some rods have got line clips on, some hasn't. Mine haven't. Even though they're like 500 odd quid's worth of rod each. You've got Century C2 SPs, and they ain't got. They were a basic build, you know, a shelf build basically. Bought them in lockdown, but according to Century, they weren't able to do custom builds at the time, which is a shame. Not that it would have changed much, but I'd have had a line clip put on and a few other bits. Anyway, off on a tangent. So yeah, I bought the Gardner. I can't remember what they call them now, but you can put them on any rod. But I've sort of changed the way, yeah, the indication, should we say. So normally the clip's right down by the sort of reel handle. Not reel handle, sorry, rod handle. Fucking hell, struggling this morning. I know what it is. Coffee, fresh coffee. Oh, hang on a minute. Right, yeah, so yeah, basically it's normally right down by the real seat. Anyway, I've got it so they've just this side of the alarm, so I've still got a drop in the bobbin, but I've got a nice slack line from the tips. And I suppose the line's touching deck, I don't know, less than a rod length out, I reckon. But fucking hell, did I get some savage liners last night. Had me up, like fucking, and then back down, like fucking hell. So yeah, I'm just wondering whether I've missed a bit of a trick, really, because I'm guilty of doing the same old thing in this swim, because it's served me so well in the past. 18 wraps, silk gully, like I've said plenty of times before. And it just works. So the amount of times I've had like literally left rod, middle rod, right rod go that quickly, you know, that's why I keep doing it. I did have a little lead about to my left. There's a like little gravel spot to the left, but I don't know, just, you know, in a lake where it's majority silt and that, yeah, I don't know, I just don't think those little gravel areas, they're not substantial enough. They're tiny, literally, like, and then that's it, you know, a couple of foot at the most. Not even a couple of foot, I don't think. It's quite hard to gauge, but they ain't very big. Yeah, I nearly did stick one on the edge last night, but maybe I should have. It's all maybes, might have been, could have been, should have been. So yeah, what I think I'll do next session, yeah, let's have a look elsewhere, probably other side of the island, really, where I've seen a lot of activity this weekend. Yeah, and on speaking to another bailiff yesterday, Phil, is it Phil? Pete, yeah, Pete, that's the one. Yeah, I met him a couple of years back now in December, and I was doing a bit in the pipe when I had them fish. It was freezing, and we had a nice chat then, and he's a real sound bloke, so chatting to him about the swims and that, and he said generally, one of the swims I was talking about in my blog yesterday, you know, about getting stitched up, he said it hardly ever gets fished. And I said the same to him. I was somewhere in there last week. He said, oh yeah, he said, that's that old boy. He said, only because he can manage the steps better. I was like, fair enough. But yeah, I did notice in that swim yesterday when I was around there recceing that you've got like a margin canopy with willows. And if you look, I reckon you could weigh the bait down there, fucking nice. So fingers crossed and all that. Next session on, I might have a look in that swim and give it a go. I'll definitely be somewhere else anyway. Unless obviously I come around here and I see them. If I see them in there, then yeah, it's weird because in the past, I mean, I've done well out of the swim. I ain't seen fuck all. It's out of nowhere. But then we've also had the other scenario. We've been nutting out, you know, all over the place, and caught as well. So you know, it's not always as straightforward as you think it's going to be, you know. But anyway, I'm not going to ramble too much. I've done enough of that. So far, we've got 7 nights of blanking, but it's all part of it. And yeah, next week I'm not on the bank. Steve and I are preparing the bait shed, shall we say? Yeah, so basically I've got all the equipment over my house at the moment. It's been there since we bought it, but we finally got a roof put on his garage, new roof. We just got to strip it all now, so it's got loads of shit in there. It's like Aladdin's cave, but yeah, some big old spiders and that to get rid of, which would be fun. Not. So yeah, got to gut it all out, rebuild a couple of workbenches, and then get the mixer, tables and all that set up over there. Sausage gun, got a big 8 kilo roller carp sausage gun, pneumatic one, so it runs off of air. Then we can probably start cranking the bait out then, which would be good because it'll be in time for the autumn period, you know. So yeah, we're just going to knock out as much as we can, fill our freezers up, then we probably won't have to worry about it until next year. So yeah, we're doing that next weekend. We're at least going to make a start on it. Whether we'll get it finished or not, I don't know. Yeah, Steve and I worked quite well as a team once we got our teeth in the summit. we kind of see it through, you know. So hopefully the weather will be after. Not that it matters about the weather because it'll be in the shed, but got a skip coming and yeah, so all sorts going on basically. So yeah, that'll be me now for a fortnight. I could do tonight, but yeah, yesterday I was like, do I move? Well, I probably should have, but it's fucking stifling hot. Shit excuse, I know, but yeah, I'm not a fan of sweating my bollocks off and then have to sit in it for another 24 hours, you know what I mean? Be alright if you could get in the lake, like back in the day, at the Cotswolds, like the water is so crystal clear out there, no problem getting in and having a quick wash, you know what I mean? But you just can't do it anywhere here. Or not in this swim anyway. I've stepped off the front of there, I'll be, yeah, probably over my shoulders, I bet, in water at the minute. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Frisbee coffee. There's still a chance for a bite. It's only just gone 8:30, but I'm not going to rush to pack up. I'm going to wait for everything to dry out a little bit. Yeah, sun's supposed to be out with a vengeance again later, so yeah, let everything dry out and then crack on. But till next time, bucka. Oi oi. Well, back again, I'm glad to say. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to be able to fish this weekend, but I've managed to swing it. So it's Sunday evening. I can't for the life of me remember what date it is, but it's the same day as England are in the final. So whatever day that is, date I should say. So yeah, it's just coming up 6 o'clock. I got here about, I think it was about 10:30 this morning, something like that. Yeah, so been messing around all day really. Come a bit preconceived. I think I said on my last blog, I was fishing nutting out in a swim down from where I was last time, and that's the swim I'm in now. I've had a good old walkabout today. Yeah, hang on, I fucked up there. So there was somebody in this swim when I got here. Anyway, I had a quick chat. As a kiddie who's only started up here this year. I was chatting to him the other week, and yeah, transpired that he was going. I was like, right. I said, any good? And he said, oh no, I had nothing. I hadn't seen nothing. No disrespect to him, but you know, he's very new. And I said, you know, in the easiest of lakes, but yeah, I think for that reason it was like, perhaps I will go in behind him, you know what I mean? But I said, I'll leave my barrow here if that's all right and just have a wander. So I parked my barrow up. It's weird, this lake at the minute. I've seen fuck all, literally nothing. I mean, yeah, I can remember back sort of a few years ago, you'd rock up here and stand in any swim for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, you'd see summit, you know what I mean? But yeah, I've seen fucking nothing. Dead. So basically I'm going off the back of what I seen last session I was up here really. So yeah, I've got a couple of rods fishing at a spot, quite shallow spot as well. Don't bother with a marker anymore, but it fills around about 5-6 foot. Yeah, nice sort of slide on silt, and then it just locks up into some shitty arbor weed. But it's exactly where those fish were nutting out the other week. Yeah, just over 23 wraps. So yeah, and then there's one up. I got one up against the island. Total fluke, really. I leaded that up first just to see, you know, what wraps it was, and it's quite deceiving. It looks nothing. I'll show the camera in a minute on the camera, but yeah, it looks like fuck all, 50 yards, 60 yards, and that was 23 wraps and a bit as well. It was like happy days. So yeah, fluky, but all 3 rods are at the same wraps, so that makes life a little bit easier. Yeah, so the 2 fishing out together on the back of that weed. Yeah, I got, what have I got out there? I can't remember now. Yeah, two large hooker bottom baits, 18 millers, one with pink, one with yellow. You know, just a plastic corn. Yeah, that's over just a bit of sloppy ground bait. Nothing else, no boilie, nothing, just sloppy ground bait. Just because in my head I'm thinking the fact that was probably sit nice over the weed. There's loads of little bits and bobs in my ground bait. I'll have to do a little vlog on it actually. There's all sorts in there, but it's all bits, you know, tiny bits. So it's giving them no food, but plenty of stink in the silt. That's what I'm thinking anyway. And then the one fishing up to the island, that's just a single bottom bait on his own. and I've got the old baby Spom out, which is a tiny little thing. I have sort of mentioned it before in a blog when I was on Spinnaker, I think it was. But yeah, you get like 7 or 8 18mm bottom baits in it, and just whack it, and it's amazing how far that little thing goes. Yeah, for something that weighs fuck all. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I got up against the island basically. Nothing else, no ground bait out there, just just a few random spawns along that island margin basically. But yeah, so by all accounts, it ain't been fishing great. It's done fish. I didn't really sort of ask too much what it had done and what have you, but yeah, I got here and there's like 13 cars in the car park, and I was like, okay, it's Sunday, being that the football's on tonight, I'm sure they'll probably fuck off, and I think they have. I think there's 2 or 3 of us on it, I guess. Yeah, so let's have a little hang on a minute. I need a swig. It's flat out on it today. So, well, not flat out, but it's just nice when you've got your bed chair set up and you just fucking chill. And obviously that kiddie didn't sort of go till 1:30, so I was messing around for, what, a good 2 or 3 hours, just up and down and chatting to him and up and down again, trying to, come on mate, fuck off home. But no, nice kiddie actually. Well, that's better. So yeah, yeah, I didn't think I was going to get her this weekend. I kind of planned not to, because basically I played darts on a Monday night, and everybody else has had missed games and all that. I thought, you know what, I'm literally the only one that didn't miss a fucking game. So I said to him, nah, I said next week I'm not here, I'm fucking fishing. So yeah, I had a party at my mother's last night, that was messy, a few too many beers and gin and fuck knows what else, but it was a good crack. So yeah, I didn't get away. Probably got away about 1:30. I was up at 7 this morning, so yeah, so I'm feeling quite knackered, to be honest. Not a great deal of sleep, and shit sleep as well actually, but anyway, you don't need to know that. So yeah, let's have a little right. I can't see what you can see now, it's one of those. So yeah, you can see that island, hopefully, and you can see I've got 2-in-1 split with the rods on singles, which makes a change, quite nice actually. So yeah, I don't know if you can see the little bleep, keep getting little bleeps, but there's 2 like obvious little cubby holes, whatever you want to call them, in the island. Yeah, bang on, that is 23.1 wraps, so don't look at that. Yeah, so fucking hell, that was a bit more urgent. Right. Go on then, rip off. Fucking have a fish before it gets dark, that'd be mint. Oh. So yeah, there you go. I've got a cracking view of the lake. I was going to bivvy up down there, but it's a little bit pissed up. It looks quite flat, but it's not. Yeah, and I'll chuck the bivvy back. I mean, it's where everybody else bivvies anyway, but just a bit of protection to get a fucking shitload of rain tomorrow. So yeah, I was thinking, you know what, if that's going to be in all day, at least in there, I could probably have my door on letterbox style, and it'd be all right. Still look out, So yeah, great view of the lake from this side. This is all like one side of it, and then obviously the other side of the island I can't see, but I was around there all afternoon and didn't see so much as a gnat's fart, so I'm not worried that I'm missing anything really. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see that bird going across the middle of the screen now. I'm just short of that, so 23 and Blair wraps. Yeah, nice little shallow area. Surrounded by weed, like I said, nice sort of smooth pool. So yeah, quite happy with that. What else was I going to say? Can't remember now. I was going to say something else, but let's get back in the house a minute. Oh yeah, earlier on, I had fuck all to eat today. Literally, I had a cup of tea and that before I left this morning. I was fucking starving by about 3:30. I was like, I got to stop. So yeah, I had a quick break, bacon sandwich, and a couple of what do you call it? Mr. Kipling apple pies, I think it was. Yeah, it was. Fuck off, ducks. Yeah, so yeah, that recharged me enough to get the rods out and sorted and all the rest of it. So there ain't no bait down there, mate. I'm a little bit more careful than that. I think the kid is in there before. It's fucking corn and bits and pieces of shit everywhere. Oh, fuck's sake. I don't know whether the birds are in and out, but yeah, anyway, not to ramble too much. It's already fucking 9 minutes worth. let's hope it happens. I mean, I think I'm due a fish now. 7 nights I've done the blanking. Come on, 8th time lucky. Hopefully I got the 2 nights. I could possibly push 3, but I don't think I'm even fucking screen now, am I? Yeah, I might be able to push 3, but anyway, I'm going to suck my cider, get the old iPad set up later on. Obviously I'm going to watch the football. I'm not a football fan really, but it's England and we might win it. I fucking doubt it, but you know, we'll see. Anyway, until later. Bucker. Not a bad little view, that, is it? Flat as a witch's tit. Where is it? The moon, just out there. Yeah. I'll tell you what though, it's hellishly quiet. I've seen fuck all. Getting the old bleep and that. Probably, I don't know, line sat over the weed maybe, don't know. I had quite a savage liner on my right hand rod earlier. Excuse the recording, but hopefully you can pick that up. Yeah, so I'm fishing them separate. It's quite nice actually, don't get a chance in many swims to do it like that. You know, you got 2 and a 1. And if you do have one, it generally makes it easier to land one anyway. So yeah, I can't believe how quiet it is. I really can't. I mean, I can't see the whole swim from my bed chair where I've been led watching the football. Those who don't know, still fucking 0-0. Yeah, so they show quite a lot off the end of that island. Hopefully I'm pointing to it right. They call it Bermuda Triangle because it's fucking no man's land. Yeah, a bit unreachable from everywhere really. But I've not even seen anything out there. It's mad. Usually it's a fucking, you know, dead sorry to see them out there. But we'll be up early in the morning, see if we can see anything, unless, you know, we have a fish beforehand. Yeah, nice antisocial o'clock bite, I expect. Hopefully. I've got no idea how many people are on. I think there's 1, maybe 2, sort of down that left-hand bank. So, yeah, the week when I done my blog, when I done 5 nights up here, I was dead opposite. And I was talking about this swim when I was over there. So yeah, just to give you an idea. It looks like there might be somebody in there, but it doesn't look like he's got a bivvy up, so maybe just being a bit of wrecking maybe, or just setting up. Yeah, so quiet. When them trains are finished and fucking aeroplanes have stopped flying, you ain't got me rambling. Fucking beautiful. A lovely bit of river behind as well. Oh, the old iPad blasting away. I think you better see it. It's proper reedy down there, but yeah, River Loddon. Done some good barb on that over the years. Not so much nowadays, but I'm still in there. We're not like they used to be. I've been very lucky not to have otter problems up here as yet. Just fucking hope we don't, because that would be gutting. Obviously the river running right behind it. Anyway, back to the football I suppose. Not that I'm a fan, but I said it's England, isn't it? Yeah, back to the football. Back to the cider. I'm undecided whether to do chicken jalfrezi tonight and curry and rice. Yeah, not doing the cob this week. Couldn't be arsed. I've got a bit bored of barbecuing. I've done it to death at the start. So yeah, either that or firecracker chicken wraps. Depends what can be arsed to do. But yeah, so there we go. Hopefully I'll be able to update this later with a bit of info. Is that a fish then? Always give it 5-10 seconds. Possibly. There's quite a few greaves on there, and they can be quite deceptive, can't they? If you just catch it wrong, you think, oh, was that a roll? And then they fucking pop up. Yeah. Alright, yeah, grebe. Anyway. Could be worse places on a Sunday night, can't it? Let's hope we can have one. Fucking come on. Bucker. Well, as you'll know by now, England fucking lost. What a surprise. Sorry about the head torch off the side of the head. just so it doesn't blind you. But even though they lost, I'm still having my tin of Vindaloo. Happy days. Actually, no, it's not Vindaloo, is it? It's a jalfrezi. So yeah, fuck the football, bring on the fishing, and bring on the darts, that's what I say. Morning. Well, needless to say, it's been very, very quiet. I'm not really sure why, to be honest. Yeah, it's the quietest I've ever known this place, really, as in fish showing wise. Even this morning, so back of shot about there. There's a lot further out than it looks. I don't know if you can see that tree. Let me just zoom this in a minute. So there's a tree that sticks out just about, if I can hold the camera still. There's my finger. So there, that tree that sticks out of the island is about, I think it's 37 raps from there, so you can tell how far out it is. So usually sort of behind there to the left. Oh, the old coffee's bubbling. Nice. Yeah, usually, let me just knock this coffee off a minute. Yeah, usually it's quite active over there, very active in fact. Got to see a show about 5 minutes ago, and that is all I've seen literally. Yeah, head scratch at the minute. So I'm now into 8 nights of blanking. Yeah, don't know, anything I can put it down to really is either my bait shit all of a sudden, or they're on the naturals, you know what I mean? Sure, it's not down to the bait, but yeah, I have to admit I was quietly confident last night. If I had a little zoom in, so you got them little dark holes, if you like. My one finger again. Oh, it's a bit of a nightmare like this, but just there, the right hand side of the two. Yeah, I'm as tight can be. 23 wraps across there. And I have to admit, I was like, fucking hell, that's bang on. Yeah, I did redo it yesterday evening because I wasn't 100% happy with the first cast I stuck out there in the afternoon. Yeah, it was close, but it wasn't close enough. Not where the spoms are going. I think I said yesterday I'm using the old baby spom. 7 or 8 18 millers in there, and it goes out a treat. You got to whack it, but they do go out. And they were all landing on that sort of line. But yeah, to no avail. I mean, I think the kiddie in here yesterday, I think he was fishing across that way. I'm not sure what sort of distance he was fishing at, but it's always a gamble on it going in behind somebody because you don't know what they've put out bait wise. And I did sort of ask him, you know, not so many words. And it appears that he's on particle anyway, which I'm not, so yeah, it's still ground bait and boilie, my usual approach. Such a nice view from here. Yeah, like I said, I was properly confident last night, but there you go. Not about being confident, it's about putting them on the fucking bank at the end of the day. Yeah, got a group of young ducks that have been a pain in the ass this morning, woke me up stupid o'clock. Diving by me rods, so no doubt mate, he's been out in his waders and yeah, dropped a bit of particle here, there and everywhere, so they're diving that right where my rods are, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I mean I've not had to get in the water at all, so as a result, just me wellies down there because there's a little bit of water in front, but that's it. Anyway, I'm rambling as usual. Didn't need to see my ugly face this morning, nobody needs that. So yeah, I'm gonna have my coffee. Yeah, and then don't know, hope to see something or hope something happens. Still plenty of time, it's only just gone 7. But yeah, just really surprised how quiet it is. Yeah. Yeah, it has done fish, so don't know. Hopefully it's just a matter of time. We shall see.
Becoming a high finish exhibition here, Rod, potentially.
think it was fucking July, would you? It's been threatening all day. Most have been on my back. We just had a right downpour. Needless to say, them fucking things down there ain't done nothing. Yeah, it's been like proper easterly wind at the minute, east northeast, which I'm on the back of. Good or bad, don't know. But we just had a mighty rumble of thunder as a crack of lightning. Crack of lightning? Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, but apparently this is set in now for a few hours, so yeah, it might have to be cider o'clock, followed by wraps o'clock, whilst watching the darts, I reckon. And I've actually not even touched the rods, so I thought, do you know what, there's quite a few people rocked up to do overnighters in between work. I thought I'd just leave my little bit of water undisturbed, if you like. Quite happy how they went out. Got no issues with the baits. Hard hookers, I made them myself when I know they stay on. Yeah, anyway, I ain't gonna ramble. There's nothing much to say, usual. But these conditions, man, fucking hell. It's got to happen, innit? Surely. The joys of bivvying under a big tree. The rain's pretty loud. But anyway, let's hope we can have one. I'm fucking definitely due one now, I think, to be fair. Well, as you can probably tell, as if you can hear me, it's fucking biblical rain. And to top it off, I just fucking lost one. Yeah, screaming take from the island, lifted into it. Fuck all straight away. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know if you can hear me or not. Yeah, got all the way back, and it's parted, not on the leader knot, but just above it. And bear in mind, I had 40-pound snag lead on there. So yeah, fucking knows what's happened there. I was putting my back out of this shit, look at it. Fucking hideous, absolutely hideous. Fucking hell, man. Not fucking good. Morning. Wow. I'll start with days of happiness. Fucking got one. Finally. Yeah, so what's that? 8th night? 9th night? Hang on, I've got to fucking remember now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Yeah, 9th night. So obviously after yesterday evening's fucking drama, we're losing one. I was fucking gutted. I obviously woke up at about 5:15, 5:15. I was like, fucking hell, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, there's nothing worse than going away from a session, just losing one and fuck all else, you know what I mean? Anyway, fucking led there, just contemplating a coffee. Beep, beep. Alright. Beep, beep. Alright. And then fucking meltdown, I was like, fucking mint. So yeah, it's on my the spot I showed you. I've got 2 rods together, 23 wraps. Yeah, that's been out there. Fuck me, how long has it been out there? Well, I haven't reeled in. Basically, I didn't redo those 2 rods. The only rod I've redone is the one on the island, which obviously I lost that fish on. So yeah, just goes to show that what 24. I can't fucking think now. It's too early. Hang on, coffee. Yeah, so what, 36 hours it's been out there? Probably more than that. Yeah, absolutely fine. On the old homemade hard hookers. So they're obviously still on there, otherwise I wouldn't get the bite, would I? I fucking half asleep, buzzing my fucking tits off. Yeah, it's fucking weird, this place. It does beat you up sometimes, but then all of a sudden it just comes right. The old winds have switched round this morning. Hold on, fingers and thumbs. It's just down there, isn't it? So yeah, it's completely switched round this morning, straight in here. Is that a factor? Don't know. But yeah, it's blowing straight across there yesterday, easterly. Fucking miserable, pissing down most of the day, up till 9, 10 o'clock. I'm gonna sneeze, I think. Excuse me. So So yeah, anyway, happy days, fucking got one. It's decent fish, give me a hell of a fucking scrap. Yeah, and I was paranoid about that fucking leader knock, especially as how that one went yesterday. Yeah, and I actually got the knot back, so it was the 40-pound part that parted. Fuck knows. One of them, innit? I mean, I do check my knots regularly, you know, obviously when it comes off the sticks and all that. It's just one of those things, I don't suppose. But anyway, as far as it stands, 1-1. Happy days. Let's get them out and get them sorted. Right. Rolling. Yep. Gonna behave yourself. Oh, look at him. That'll do, won't it? Stunning colours, man. You will do for stars, mate, for sure. 25.5. Angry as well, man. Fucking hell. Yeah, hey? Tell you what now, mate, you know, I've got a mental paddle. And in really good condition as well, which is nice, obviously. Look at that. Oh, glorious colours. Happy fucking days. You'll definitely do for starters, mate. Oh, immaculate. What's mad is, there's a couple that are twice the size of this, literally. Oh, I think I better get in training.